don't even know why they broke up. I just know they dated for 8 years, and then just one day I came home and they worked together, and I was like, all right.
All right, well.
And she had a new boyfriend. I was like, okay.
No more questions.
Starting out tonight's ceremonial first pitch kickoff action at Foundation Field will be Todd Hall with Queen City Hospice.
I can't imagine dating someone for 8 years.
Oh, look who's catching the first pitch.
Catcher, Michael Hall.
Full gear, too.
That's good.
It's his son.
Real awful.
Queen City Hospice.
Is this thing moving? What's going on?
What?
I don't know.
The guy upstairs is jumping up and down.
Probably.
Play us out.
Play us out.
Alright, no, it's just me freaking out.
Oh! Fucking shot!
Play a commercial or something. No, fucking up.
Commercial's playing.
Lineups starting with the visiting Cincinnati Steam.
I can hear it.
It's good. I'm happy
Leading off
for you.
at first base from Ohio
There you go.
University with number 5, Sebastian Fading.
Fading.
This fucking
Back
thing
second,
sucks.
University with number 3, Ryan Morgan. Batting third, playing right field.
Bill O'Reilly seems like a bad person.
He got fired for sexual assault and stuff, you think?
Well, like, I forgot
He
about that, but,
seems like a bad guy.
But like even before you knew about that,
Yeah.
like you just like you looked at him and you're like, yeah, I don't like this guy.
This guy's up to something.
University with 24, Aaron.
Up to
Lee.
something
Batting
skeezy.
sixth, playing shortstop for University of Kentucky with number 9, Thomas Bennett. Batting seventh.
Dude, have you ever done that thing?
Hey,
where,
everyone
like,
clap for Rocky when he comes in.
Jonathan.
you ever done the thing where like you like smash this?
Batting eighth,
Yeah.
athletic
No, I
field,
can't drink
Cincinnati
that.
University, number 28, Taylor Lane. Batting ninth, catcher from University of
Way to play us out.
22, Marshall Gee.
I just wasn't going to say
And on the
anything.
mound for the state from Audubon College.
present, and future complete customer satisfaction. For more information, visit them on the web at 4starmechanical.com.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
M&G Body Shop is a woman-owned, family-operated collision repair center with an honest and dependable staff that has over 45 years of experience, bringing cars back to life or pre-accident condition. They've been in business in Hamilton for over 18 years and focus on mostly body repairs, from minor dents and repairs to major body work and insurance repairs due to an accident. Next time you have car repairs you need done, visit M&G Body Shop in Hamilton.
You're watching Hamilton Joe's Baseball on the Joe's YouTube network.
Hello and welcome, Hamilton Joe's fans, as I am Reid Maus. Reid Maus joined along here with AJ Schraffenberger and Zach Verdea. We are at the finale of the regular season, the final act, and it's going to be the Hamilton Joes versus the Cincinnati Steam. Guys, how you doing today?
Doing great. Ready to wrap this season up. Get it going here today against the Steam again.
Yeah, so you were at the game yesterday. They unfortunately lost that one, but they're trying to salvage a win here. But it's an irrelevant game today, as these two will face each other down there at Western Hills on Tuesday in a wild card game to advance in the playoffs. So this is really just another game to see each other, like just see what everyone's got. Though these teams are very familiar with each other already, as Drew Saunier is getting ready to throw the first pitch today, as that pitch misses up and in. Zach, why don't you go ahead and run us through the Cincinnati Steam starting lineup?
Leading off will be Sebastian Fabic playing first base today. Some different positions from the Steam. Same lineup basically. Ryan Fernier at third base. Hitting second, Jake Cates in right field. Hitting third, Griffin Bernardo clean up playing second base. Aaron Levy DHing behind Bernardo. Thomas Bennett hitting sixth. Playing shortstop, Jonathan Bruce 7, and center field, Taylor Lane out in left, hitting 8, and Marshall Gee, the switch hitting catcher, rounding it out.
As there's a 1-2 count here to Sebastian Fabic. Yeah, you mentioned all these different positions, and that's clearly just the coach throwing the team a bone, just saying like, hey, where do you guys want to play today? Like we said, this game doesn't matter. It is summer ball. There's got to be some enjoyment to the whole thing, as now Sebastian Fabic will take one for a strike, and that'll be a called strike 3, as we not only have our first out of the day, we have our beer batter.
Starting off hot today, first batter.
Yes, it is. So Ryan Ferner will come up to the plate. He'll be playing third base today. So he typically plays center field, correct?
Yeah, we saw him. He was starting left field yesterday.
Yeah.
They had some weird switch-ups where Fabic actually came in to pitch and close out the game for the Steam, so they had people moving around a few times. But, yeah, different weird positions today. Griffin Bernardo, the regular third baseman, at second base. Just all over the place.
So this one will be a called strike, bringing the count to 0-1. Saunders on for it again. Now pitch will miss downstairs, so we know how the playoff picture looks, at least in the South Division. So the Copperheads will have the 1 seed, and the Steam and Joes will play each other at Western Hills. As here comes the 1-1. This ball is hit well into left field. Trey Compton's going back. He's back at the warning track, and that one hits high off the wall. Stay in the park. Sean McGinn will get this ball in, as I think we all thought that one had a pretty good chance of getting out, and it just hit high off the wall. It didn't miss by a whole lot, but we have a runner on second base and just 1 out. So we are here with the runner on second base and 1 out, as Jake Cates will step up to the plate. Cates typically a first baseman, correct?
Yeah, we saw Jake Cates at first base yesterday. He moved out to right field whenever they mixed it up, and I think he stayed out into the outfield until the last couple innings. He came back to first base. It was pretty weird, but he did go 3 for 4 yesterday with a walk, and in 3 of his hits, 2 of them were huge blasts over the right field monster they have, the 30-foot wall in right field, but they were moonshots, and he's been hot lately for the Steam. He was an all-star, and 5 or 6 of these Steam players were all-stars. You see a lot of them in a row, and Cates, Bernardo, and I know a couple on the bench that aren't playing today, but Marshall Gee's out down at the 9-hole.
So the 1-1 will be swung on and missed, as this will bring the count to 1-2. How the Joes are going defensively: Trey Compton in left, McGann in center, Kaufman out there, and Thaman out there in right. Thought that might have been Kaufman for a second, but actually Jared Kaufman's out there down third base, as this pitch will be swung on and missed for a strike 3. So 2 strikeouts here in the top of the first inning. And the infield defensively, the Joes are going to go left to right. Kaufman, McConnell, Chandler Miller, Griffin Dorsing, and the battery, of course, Drew Saunier and Michael Hall. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning on the grand finale of the regular season. What's the Joes' record? 21-20? I think they played 42 games, so that sounds about right. So they're trying to stay above 500 with this win, as the first pitch will be a strike. 0-1 the count.
As Reid sends the research department reeling for the current record.
So this one is going to be fouled straight back. 0-2 the count.
If I'm not mistaken, it looks like we're 21-20 on the season coming into this game after dropping the game yesterday. So this would
they won't go below 500,
yeah,
but staying above 500 is always important. So here comes the 0-2 as Hall's line up outside. He's going to go with the fastball up. Doesn't get Griffin Bernardo to jump at that one. I think you said that in the press box yesterday. They were talking about Griffin Bernardo might be the best Cincinnati Steam player ever.
Yeah, they were talking about maybe one other guy from a few years ago that had numbers similar, but they said with Griffin Bernardo's average, his runs, he leads all time in a season Cincinnati Steam runs and all this stuff, that yeah, he was getting up there with the greatest of all time for their organization team.
Yeah, well, he takes one on the wrist there as the Joes start their long con of trying to hurt the best players on the team
and
just trying to get them not game ready for
they
Tuesday.
saw what Griffin Bernardo could do yesterday, as well as Jake Cates hitting 2 homers. Bernardo hit 1 The one time Cates didn't hit a home run and got on base with a hit, he singled, and then the next batter, second pitch in, Griffin Bernardo launched one over the left field wall. So the Steam were definitely swinging it. Yesterday, the Joes were able to keep it up, and it was a close 9-7 game. It was a long 9-7 game.
Yeah, so we got a 1-0 count here to Aaron Levy. And the one thing that you can poke holes in Griffin Bernardo's game, because he certainly can swing the stick, but defensively, we've seen him play pretty shoddy D at third base this year. I think he's had at least one error in every game the Steam have played against the Joes that I can remember. I remember him really laying a ball last time that you and I were both down there, but that game was also like 19-3. So here comes the 1-1 count here from Saunier. This pitch misses upstairs, 2-1 the count.
Yeah, he may have a easier task than the hot corner today. They moved him over to second base. So he'll have a nice, I don't know, depending on who you ask, easier day.
Well, you got more time. Really, no place in the infield's all that easy. This ball is going to be hit hard into right center field. Tyler Thaman will give chase as he'll make a sliding grab. And they're going to say hit the ground. And the fans are still clapping because they don't understand how that could even happen. As now they're going to get the guy out at second base as he tried to take second, and Chandler Miller will be right there. So Levy has a single. I think Clovis Lovelace missed that call. I thought.
Yeah, that's Clovis out there.
I thought Tyler Thaman caught that.
Yeah, it looked like he got his glove under it, and if he did scoop it, it was a quick scoop. But from our angle, it did look like that he had the ball under his glove. But sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, regardless here, we're going to head to the bottom of the first inning. Joe's down 1-0. Stay tuned as you're listening to your Hamilton Joe's Network.
Or exciting Joe's action than an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The Joes are proud to serve Coca-Cola at Foundation Field and want to remind you to share a Coke and a smile with your favorite Joes fan this season. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
For over 40 years, the Moats Group has been committed to leaving a lasting legacy with every field they create. They are synthetic and natural turf specialists, focusing on sports field design, construction, removal, replacement, maintenance, and management. Moats has made their name designing innovative and comprehensive, performance-based sports field systems tailored to their customers' specific needs. They build fields from inception to completion with pride, dignity, and the utmost integrity. For more information, please visit themoatsgroup.com. Proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955, and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes, whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert.
So we are back here at Foundation Field here, the final game of the season, as Trey Compton will be leading off for the Hamilton Joes. Zach, why don't you go ahead and do us the pleasure of running us through the Hamilton Joes lineup.
Justin McConnell's on deck, but Trey Compton leading it off, as you said. Justin McConnell playing shortstop, hitting second. Chris Hamilton up to third. DH and Griffin Dorsing back in the cleanup. They flipped them. We saw that earlier in the season. We're seeing it again here. McGee in fifth. Miller sixth at second base. Tyler Thaman out in right, hitting seventh. He's hot right now. Michael Hall, the catcher, hitting eighth, and Jared Coffin rounding it off at 9.
Yeah, so Compton's going to go down looking. A backwards K to start his day, as now Justin McConnell will come up to the plate. McConnell in the season's batting .308 as this pitch went wild. Nowhere near his intended target. As Ethan Doty will be out on the mound for the Cincinnati Steam. Doty on the season, 26 and a third innings pitched, 24 Ks, 4.10 ERA. That's a respectable. At what point is ERA respectable? Like 3.5 is that's a good ERA.
It really depends on the amount of innings pitched. Really, I mean,
yeah.
If your guy throwing 26 innings, 4.0 is not terrible, but it's respectable, I'd call it.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely win games. As this pitch will be swung on and missed, so the count will be 2-1. 2-1 the count. McConnell stepping in. Here comes the pitch. This ball is going to be hit hard, but out of play for strike 2. So, foul ball will bring the count to 2-2. The right-handed throw-in, Doty, getting the sign from Gee. Takes a deep breath. He'll kick and deal. This ball will be fouled over the first base dugout. So we'll do it again here at 2s. 2-2, 1 out. Here on the final game of the season, July 29th. Been together for 2 months, guys. This ball is going to be chopped over towards the second baseman, and that will be the second out of the inning.
Almost doesn't feel like the same season with the way that they were playing at the beginning, the middle, and now it's clinched the playoff spot, last game of the season.
I think we talked about it last game or on Friday night, but I looked at you. I think we were playing the Steam, and that put us to 1-11 on a 12-game skid. So we were 2-11 overall. And I looked at you and I said, "Wow, this might be a long season." And it went by quick as can be after that, as the first pitch is fouled straight back.
Definitely changed the script quickly on the season. Yeah. Got around, and as you can see, I mean, we're in the playoff spot right now. Only 3 teams in the division getting to do that, and we're one of them.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that they're going to be in the playoffs. It's because they're one of the hottest teams in the league. As this ball is going to be chopped right to the pitcher, Doty. He'll get a little crow hop and throw it over to the first baseman for the final out of the inning. So that will be 3 up, 3 down for the Joes as we're going to head to the top of the second inning. AJ Schraffenberger will be on the call. Stay tuned as you're listening to your Hamilton Joes Network.
Dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
Customized vehicle and car wraps from Luxurious Wraps will have you zooming past your competition. From full-color wraps and window graphics to magnetics and vinyl lettering, Luxurious Wraps' team of professionals will work with you to determine the best and most cost-effective solution to turn your company vehicle into a high-impact advertisement. For more information, visit luxurious-wraps.com.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
At 4-Star Mechanical, they are dedicated to you and all of your different HVAC needs that you have as an owner or building engineer. They have been serving the commercial and industrial construction community for over 20 years and continue to strive for past, present, and future complete customer satisfaction. For more information, visit them on the web at 4starmechanical.com.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
We are back here in Hamilton in the top of the second inning. Thomas Bennett's going to lead things off for the Steam. First pitch swinging. He's going to rip this one out into left field. So 1 pitch and a single for Thomas Bennett, and he'll lead the second inning off. We'll see John Bruce come to the plate now, playing center field tonight, batting 7th.
Yeah, Thomas Bennett getting the hit on the day right now. Getting the first hit in his first at-bat today. He's 1 for 1, but yesterday kind of struggled maybe field this day. He went 0 for 4 with a walk, but in his other 4 at-bats, he struck out every single time. So besides the loss, I was able to see another golden sombrero last night, so something good came out of it.
Bruce batting .322 on the season with 2 home runs and 24 RBI. You'll watch a good breaking ball there from Bruce.
It's got to be something to do with these ones. Turn mine back. It's done that before, but then he mixed something up so it looked like these ones. So now the count will be 1-1 here to Jonathan Bruce as Saunier's looking at the runner on first base, Thomas Bennett, trying to stop it as it's 1-0, and that one sent out into left field for back-to-back hits to start off the inning for the Cincinnati Steam. Got a run off Saunier in the first, or threatening with nobody out. First two sending one out to left field for hits, and the Steam have Taylor Lane, the left fielder, coming up.
Yeah, and I really hope that, just retrospect, I really hope that call that happened in the first inning, I mean, that happens in the 5th, 6th, or later, we're going to see someone get thrown out, like, over that call. Of course, the Tyler Thaman sliding that cost a run, and you would hate to see this game be decided just by one run in the Steam's favor because, I mean, I think he missed that one.
Yeah, it was a close one as now Taylor Lane in the box, couple men on, nobody out. Drew Saunier's 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed by Lane, playing left field today for the Steam. So they got a little switch up here. Marshall Gee on deck, the switch hitting catcher, taking his hacks left-handed with the righty on the mound. Saunier set. 1-1, swung on and missed again, so a couple blown by Lane, and as Saunier comes set, the 1-2 pitch is fouled back and out of play over the right side. It'll be 1-2 again for Lane. Saunier faced 5 hitters in the last inning, giving up 1 run. He was able to get out of it on some weird base running by Aaron Levy as that one misses high, 2-2. Saunier back on the mound, getting a sign from catcher Michael Hall today. Saw Marshall Rich yesterday as the 2-2 pitch skied up, out of play, and it looks like it's going to be over the press box here, as it'll stay 2-2, and Taylor Lane will continue to battle. So now Drew Saunier's second start for the Joes.
Yeah.
His 3rd appearance total.
I thought he looked okay in the first start that was at Southern Ohio, correct?
Yeah, he definitely looked sharper in the start than he did in his first relief appearance when he came in with the bases loaded against the Steam in that wide open game, to say the least. It was a Steam victory, but the full count pitch.
There was a doubleheader when we went to Southern because
he pitched the first game of the doubleheader. Got the no decision as that one's fouled back again. Full count to Taylor Lane, and he's staying alive. He's fouled off 4 or 5 pitches now, but he started the first game against the Socheds and got the no decision in the team's loss. But
I'm still upset that we weren't the first people to ever call them the Cheds. I thought we had something there.
Well, it was on their scoreboard, so got to figure someone's got his. Saunier finally gets Taylor Lane out of the battle and gets him to swing through the full count pitch for the first out of the inning. Big out with 2 men on and nobody out. So Marshall Gee, the 9-hole, come up with 1 out. Runner still on first and second base. Is Marshall Gee yesterday for the Steam went 0 for 4 with a walk. He wasn't the starting catcher. Bailey Montoya started it for the Steam. Was hitting 9-hole, didn't even get an at bat before he was pulled from the game as that one's in there for a strike. He took a throw from right field. He went down to block it, and it smacked him in the face pretty good, and he had to leave the game. I don't know if he's here, but Marshall Gee getting the start today. 0-1 pitch. Slapped foul over towards the cars in the parking lot. It's 0-2. Gee up now, and Sebastian Fabic on deck in the top of the lineup after that for the Steam. Thomas Bennett taking his lead from second. Jonathan Bruce from first as Saunier steps off and everyone will go back. He comes set. Takes a peek back at runner at second base. And the 0-2 pitch misses outside, up and out. So 1-2 is the count. Has Geese back in the box, hitting lefty here. So we saw the switch hitting all-star at Prasco Park. 1-2 is sent out on the ground to McConaughey. Barehanded, throw it over to first base and get the out.
Play.
What a play again by the all-star Justin McConnell at shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, when the ball was initially hit, because obviously we were looking for a double play there, but when they initially hit, you're like, they're not going to turn two. But then as the ball kind of trickled out there, like, are we even going to get one? And McConnell's only option was to barehand it and flip it over to Dorshing over there, and he did just that. And now there's two gone.
Great play by McConnell out at shortstop, as we say a lot in this booth. But now Sebastian Fabic, the leadoff man, playing first base today. Normally their starting center fielder will take the ball high, and it'll be 1-0. Runners moved up 90 feet on the play with Thomas Bennett on third and Jonathan Bruce on second base now with 2 outs. Drew Saunier has a 1-0 count to Fabic. Comes set. Kicks and deals, and that misses high, so Fabic will be ahead 2-0 early in this count. Peering in to get his sign from Michael Hall. Hall sets up. Saunier's 2-0 pitch will miss as well, so Fabic has a nice count ahead 3-0. The 3-0 pitch misses up as well, so missing on 4 straight pitches will put Sebastian Fabic aboard here with 2 outs. Bases are loaded for Ryan Fernier.
Yeah, that's a tough walk right there, simply because I think everyone that has seen this team play knows that you probably would rather face Fabic than Ferner. I mean, it really doesn't do anything in terms of, because he had a free base, but definitely you want to face Fabic over Ferner. Ferner's already shown his swing this game. I think Fabic's an easier out.
Yeah, Ryan Fernier, as you mentioned, 1 for 1 with a double already on the day, and that double was not too far from being a home run.
Oh, no, it missed by 2 feet probably.
Hitting off the wall. He cruised into second, had maybe a chance at third if he was really busting it. But the pitching mound visit with Ryan Zeals, the pitching coach, will now be over as he takes his walk back to the dugout. We'll see how Saunier takes the advice. Bases juiced, 2 outs. Ryan Fernier, the third baseman today, usually an outfielder as well, playing in the infield. As Saunier still out of the stretch with the bases loaded, will get his sign. The first pitch will not be in there. Missing inside, 1-0. Joe's trail 1-0 here. Going in the top of the second inning. Only had 1 at-bat so far. Got nothing as that one sent into right center field. Tyler Thaman able to come in easily and make the play for the final out of the inning. So the Joes escape a bases juiced jam. Allow no runs in the inning. Trail 1-0 going to the bottom half of the second inning on your Hamilton Joes Network.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth.
Though founded in 2015, Aspen Roofing and Siding has firmly planted its name within the tri-state community. A step above the rest is not just a slogan, but a way of life. They exist to protect and enhance your home, which is your most valuable investment. By giving back to the community, they invest directly into relationships with their existing and future customers. For more information, visit them online at aspencincy.com.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
And welcome back, Hamilton Joes fans, as Joes will come back in their second bats of the game. So far, bottom two, trailing 1-0. Griffin Dorsching will lead it off for the Joes. Sean McGeehan will follow, and Chandler Miller is in the hole to start this inning off. And hopefully Thaman, Hall, and Kaufman will round it out in the second. As Griffin Dorsching sends first pitch into the left center gap. That'll get down for extra bases. He's around first, headed to second. He'll settle for that with a stand-up double to lead off the second inning.
Yeah, it's a good job by Dorsching. I was just thinking in my head this would be a good time to swing the momentum, as the Steam were able to get a run in the first, and the Joeys did a good job at preventing damage in the second inning. So with the leadoff double, good as time as any to get one over.
After a 0 for 4 day for Griffin Dorsching yesterday, good to get back on it in the last game of the season, and he's 1 for 1 with the double, as that one's in there for a strike to Chandler Miller. Is not up because he's on deck, but Sean McGeehan has an 0-1 count. Doty comes set, kicks and deals, 0-1, misses outside. And McGeehan's got a 1-1 count here. Griffin Dorsching standing on second base, the game-tying run. That was the first hit for the Joes, and went 3 up, 3 down back in the first. Compton struck out, and a couple of groundouts from McConnell and Hamilton ended it, as that one way outside, getting Gita barely hang on to it. 2-1. Two-1 pitch from Doty. Misses high, and Sean McGeehan will be ahead in a nice little spot here, 3-1.
Yeah, McGeehan's really done all of his damage ahead and hit, which is par for the course. That's how hitters do. But some guys are good two-strike hitters. McGeehan's certainly a guy that feels more comfortable being ahead in the count. He gets a runner on first base there on the walk.
So McGeehan's walk puts 2 on for the Joes, nobody out, and Chandler Miller coming up to the plate with McGeehan on first and Dorsching on second base. Chandler Miller went 1 for 2 yesterday, singled in the second inning and scored, but other than that had a walk, and a hit by pitch in his last 3 at-bats of the game, as one of the team leaders in on-base percentage finds ways to get on, as that one is fouled back and out of play. 0-1. Doty looking at his sign. He won't check on the runners too much, so he'll just take a peek at Griffin at second base. And that one misses outside. 1-1 the count. Chandler Miller's been able to come through in some big spots for the Joes in the last couple of weeks. Now the spot here is the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. He'll be behind 1-2 to the pitcher, Ethan Doty, for the Cincinnati Steam. The Southern Ohio Copperheads won earlier today already, beat Licking County Settlers, so they now, as that one misses high to Chandler Miller, 2-2, but they have clinched the #1 overall seed.
So did everybody beat the Licking County Settlers.
So this will be the matchup on Tuesday, the Steam and the Joes, in a 1-game wild card at Max McCleary Field and Western Hills High School in Cincinnati, Ohio, as Chandler Miller will battle here and stay alive, still 2-2.
Yeah, just got to survive and advance. It's either you keep playing well or you pack your bags and go home.
Doty's 2-2. We swung on a miss by Miller. And the Joes have one down here with a couple men on.
interesting by Miller, because it seems like Miller all season long, really, at least for some parts of the season, has struggled with runners in scoring position. I don't know if we have his stats up with runners on his batting average, but I mean it seems like, that's just my memory of the season. It seems like every time that he's come up like with runners on first and second, I mean, he just doesn't make productive outs, and he's done very well this year.
That one misses up to Tyler Thaman. Thaman went 2 for 5 yesterday with a pair of RBI singles in a high-scoring game. Thaman's been keeping that hot streak up as of late, as he has a 1-1 count. 1 out still, runners on first and second base for the Joes as that one misses. And after being up 0-1, Thaman battles here. It's 2-1. Ethan Doty peering in to get his sign from Marshall Gee. He'll come set. Stamen awaits. 2-1 is sent out into right field. Cruising over is Jake Cates, and he will, as he drifted on that one, and the runners will tag. Initially you thought it might just be a pop-up to the right fielder, but kind of drifted over, and it moves up the base runners here, but there are 2 outs, and Michael Hall upcoming.
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of wind right now. There's a slight breeze, but Cates just really just drifted to that one. He didn't get to where the ball was going to land and set up for a good throw to potentially keep Griffin Dorsing off of third base, and especially keep Sean McGeehan off second. And he caught that ball and just spun and chucked it, and wasn't the best outfield play we've ever seen.
As Jake Cates may not be an everyday outfielder with the with the positions we see this team at today, as that one is in there for a strike to start off Michael Hall.
If you could play one game, any position, which one you choosing? Like a coach just comes in last game of the year and he's like, "Where do you guys want to play today?"
Right field. I don't know why. I'd really play anywhere because I was a pitcher, so I didn't really get to play any positions. So I would go with right field.
First base.
You're taking first base. AJ saying
or shortstop.
Right field. You're saying shortstop. I think I would
third
take
base. I mean,
I'm pitching every day of the week. Pitching is so much fun, except for when you're doing it bad.
DH. DH would be nice.
DH stinks. I do not like the DH.
1-1 is sent back up the middle. Michael Hall will come through with 2 outs and score both runs. So the fly out to right field that had both runners tagged and proves to be big, as Michael Hall knocks them both in, and the Joes take a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the second inning.
And that's exactly where the Jake Cates play that we were just talking about comes in, as he needs to get underneath that ball, and you might not be able to prevent Dorsing from going to third just by how much far and against the line the ball was, but you can certainly keep Sean McGeehan off second, and if you would have done so, this game would be 1-1. But instead, it's 2-1.
Yeah, 2 ribbies for Michael Hall on a opposite field up the middle.
It's like
on the right side of the bag. Single for Hall.
Seems like the only time that he doesn't want to hit it backside is when I put money on it.
Yeah, when you can just feel it.
Yeah.
When you're not supposed to. As first pitch to Kaufman was in there for a strike, as Doty will throw over to Michael Hall, the catcher at first base. Can imagine him running with 2 outs here, as the 0-1 in there on the outside corner. Kaufman falling behind 0-2. Joe's getting Saunier the 2-1 lead here through 2 innings with 2 outs still left in the inning, and Saunier will be able to pitch with a lead as the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt. Michael Hall reads it right away and breaks for second, and he'll be there. Now 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
That was a good dirt ball read or turf ball read, because, and those are sometimes tough, but when you see the downward angle, the coach tells you to just start taking off and see what happens, because even if it's not in the turf, then it's still going to be a tough throw by the catcher because he's got to dig it out of the ground and make a nice throw.
1-2 is chopped out of play, flown out of play over the screen. I'm all over the place on that foul ball call, but it's still 1-2 to Jared Kaufman. Michael Hall taking his lead at second base. Ethan Doty getting a sign from Marshall Gee. The 1-2 will be chopped to third base. Ryan Fernier fields it in fair territory and sails the throw over Sebastian Fabic's head. So someone who you usually don't see playing third base making a costly play there to score another run for the Joes. 3-1, and Ryan Fernier, ball might have stayed fair anyway, but he fielded it up the line, maybe could have waited. And then that throw was just right over Fabic's head, and the Joes pick up another run on the air.
Yeah, and that play didn't even have a chance of getting the out. He tried to make the throw on the run, and it was sailed by a good 10 feet over Sebastian Fabic, as now the Joeys have a 3-1 lead, and that was all done with the bottom of the order. Or I guess Dorshing led off the inning, but the 8 and 9 are the two that bring in the runs.
8 and 9 come through as it's now 1. Trey Compton up, taking the strike outside.
So they'll give Kaufman a hit on the infield single, but then an error, obviously allowing Hall to come around and score from second. But good job by Kaufman, just putting the ball in play and letting what happens happen.
So the hit for Jared Kaufman in the air, moving him up to second base, has him in scoring position with 2 outs. And Trey Compton has a 1-1 count.
As this ball is going to be hit in the hole, as there will be another error.
Another overthrow of Sebastian Fabic scores a run, and the Joes now lead 4-1.
I'm pretty sure I fixed it. It was this one. It was on left, not.
Because I was trying to fix it before.
So another good job by the Joes of just putting the ball in play. As we mentioned it earlier, the Steam aren't lined up the way they normally do defensively. So if you're just doing a good job at putting the ball in play, they will make mistakes. That will happen, as score is 4-1.
And that was to the shortstop, correct? Thomas Bennett?
Yeah.
Thomas Bennett, yeah, I'm pretty sure he is. That's one of the only ones that I've seen is the normal position for him. Thomas Bennett was the starting shortstop yesterday, and I'm pretty sure he's been there in the games that we've seen. So switching it up, but one position you don't want to really mess with sometimes is shortstop, but doesn't help there as the overthrow. Joes score 4 in the inning so far. It's 4-1. Justin McConnell's 0-1 pitch, missing outside, 1-1. Chris Hamilton on deck, and in the hole would be the man who started the inning, Griffin Dorshing. 2 outs. Trey Compton taking his lead from first base. As Doty comes set, the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by McConnell, trying to take advantage of a high fastball there. He'll foul behind, 1-2. McConnell going 2 for 5 last night with a double and an RBI. He was big in the rally in the 9-7 loss. That one's chopped foul down the third base line. He'll still have a 1-2 count. Compton on first as he's 0 for 2. Was that a hit on the?
Yeah, they gave Compton another hit, and then obviously the error that allowed
the error on the
run to score.
As it'll be swung on and missed by Justin McConnell for strike 3 and end this inning, but not before the Joes tack on 4 runs, lead this one by 3 against the Cincinnati Steam here at Foundation Field on the last day of the regular season on your Hamilton Joes Network.
Fitton Center for Creative Arts kicks off its 25th anniversary celebrations with its annual season launch party on Friday, August 17th from 5 to 11 p.m. The season launch is a free community event with all parts of the Fitton Center open to the public, including galleries, classrooms, studios, as well as performance and event spaces. Enjoy light appetizers and a cash bar, while the 10-piece River City Party Band will perform on the Riverview Terrace. For more information, visit fittoncenter.org or like the Fitton Center on Facebook.
M&G Body Shop is a woman-owned, family-operated collision repair center with an honest and dependable staff that has over 45 years of experience, bringing cars back to life or pre-accident condition. They've been in business in Hamilton for over 18 years and focus on mostly body repairs, from minor dents and repairs to major body work and insurance repairs due to an accident. Next time you have car repairs you need done, visit M&G Body Shop in Hamilton.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
And we're back here in Hamilton. Jake Cates will lead things off for the Cincinnati Steam here in the top of the third inning. Joe's getting 4 back in the bottom of the second inning.
Finally got your mic working.
Yeah, we're live.
We're working
feverishly,
yeah.
I'd say.
Well, he just put a new coding program on the microphone.
Yeah, I know. It's just technological genius. Sometimes you got to be smarter than the technology, and sometimes it outsmarts you. 1-0 pitch to Cates is in there on the outside corner for strike one. Cates a .331 hitter on the season, 6 home runs and 20 RBI for this team this season. Swings that this one listed out into right field, and it's going to get down in front of right fielder Tyler Thaman. So the Steam will have their 5th hit of the night and a base runner with nobody out here in the third.
Yeah, Jake Cates staying hot. He had 3 hits against the Joes yesterday. 2 of them were bombs and a 2-run and a solo shot, but just getting the Joes number, and hopefully they figure something out. For Tuesday, they will have Middendorf on the mound if everything still holds up.
Yeah, so Griffin Bernardo, another guy the Joes will have to try to keep in check come Tuesday evening. It's hit by a pitch back in the first inning, stranded at third base. One-oh count. Here, swung on and lifted high out into left field. This ball may never come down, and eventually falls into the glove of the shortstop, Justin McConnell. And an easy pop fly records the first out of the inning. That is what they call a big league fly ball, fellas.
Yeah, that was lifted pretty high in the air. Nice inside pitch that he just turned on and definitely sent it up into the air. It's the definition of a pop-up.
So now Aaron Levy will step to the plate, designated hitter. Had the Steam only RBI back in the first inning, was then cut off at second base on a base running error. This is going to be, Cates is going to be on his way to second and get in there just before the Michael Hall throw.
Has Middendorf thrown against the Steam this year? Yeah, I don't recall.
I thought he did earlier in the season. I could be wrong on that. Well,
we can look it up.
That is look-upable. Our research department is all over it.
Heavily on it.
In the form of Zach Verdea. As Levy watches this one in there for called strike one. Levy hitting .270 on the year with 5 home runs. This one's ripped down to right field. It's going to get down in front of the right fielder Tyler Thaman on a 1-hop. They will decide wisely not to test his arm out there, as Cates is held up at third base, but the Steam have first and third with 1 out.
Yeah, Middendorf has thrown against the Steam July 14th. Actually went 7 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 earned, got the win, 5-4 win for the Joes, 5 strikeouts in the 7 2/3 innings. So it was his last start before the All-Star game. A couple days before, yeah, he was able to stretch it out there and get the win for the Joes.
I think that was here, and I remember he looked pretty sharp. Now that it's like lodging in my memory.
It was the home series where we went to the Steam, and that was the 16-3 game, I believe, was the one either before or after it. It was that series, but Middendorf, it wasn't too much fun, but Middendorf was able to go 7 2/3 into the 8th inning, almost finished it for him for the Joes. So that looks promising.
Yeah, that's a good matchup. It's probably his best game of the year. Or he had another game where he went like 8 1/3 or something like that, right? He showed out to at least the 9th inning once.
We'll see if he can carry that into Tuesday in a winner-take-all wild card game. Thomas Bennett now with a 1-2 count. 6-hole hitter for the Steam tonight. Runners on first and third, 1 out. 1-2 pitch, catches the outside corner. Says home plate umpire David Blanchette. And that'll be the second out of the inning.
That's a beautiful job, and I don't know what Thomas Bennett was looking for. That was right over the heart of the plate with 2 strikes. You got to protect there, especially with a runner on third base. And now Saunders 1 out away from working out of another tough inning as he did last inning, but still that's a big out away.
John Bruce swinging at the first pitch he sees is going to lift it down the left field line. That's going to score the second run of the night for the Steam. Throw from Trey Compton into Jared Kaufman at third base will keep Levy at second. But the Steam have cut the lead in half, and it's now 2.
Well, I most certainly jinxed him right there. First pitch he threw after I was done talking is a single right down the line, but Joe still have the lead intact, so see if he can get out of this third inning without any more damage.
So with the 8-hole, 8 and 9 coming up, Taylor Lane will step to the plate, and like Reid said, definitely a situation where you want to get yourself out of if you're Drew Saunier.
Yeah, Steam have shown some nice situational hitting. Jonathan Bruce going to opposite field there, just going with it, and Aaron Levy doing the same, just keeping this rally going with 2 outs now.
So Lane not able to check his swing there. Runs the count to no balls and 2 strikes. Levy at second, Bruce at first after the RBI single. Saunier looking to strain them where they are. Seven hits already on the evening has Saunier has scattered, I should say. Got the first 2 2/3 here as this one's fouled back to the screen.
Still a little peeved about that first run there in the first.
Yeah, you know, that's a call we didn't end up going back to look at. It's probably be hard to tell from the stream, but
can tell from the stream.
Definitely a ball that looked like from our angle that Tyler Thaman had caught, but it was ruled not as Saunier is going to freeze Taylor Lane with the breaking ball and get the third out of the inning. But the Steam strike for 1 here in the third. The Joes lead 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the third inning.
At L.E. Schofield Window and Door Company, you'll get competitive prices from a trusted local company. You can depend on L.E. Schofield's outstanding workmanship and 65 years of experience to get the job done properly every time. From garage doors to entry doors to windows and awnings. For more information, visit SchofieldWindowDoor.com. Camera Security Now sells and installs surveillance and access control systems for businesses nationwide. Their turnkey systems provide an excellent management control tool, going far beyond the obvious benefits of safety and security. Camera Security Now can handle your largest surveillance projects while still providing easy-to-reach personal service. With their upfront pricing, itemized quotes, and live remote access with no monthly fees, you can rest assured your surveillance needs are in capable hands with CameraSecurityNow.com.
Pate Appliance Services have given you 61 years of phenomenal service for any appliance that you need, with flexible scheduling, automated reminders, state-of-the-art service, and an A+ customer satisfaction rating from the Better Business Bureau. Pate Appliance Services is there for you. They can be reached at 513-863-4700 or found online at pateappliance.com.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
Chris Hamilton will lead the things off here in the Joes for the here for the Joes in the bottom of the third inning. Hamilton 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning. First pitch he sees is up and away for ball 1. Hamilton including tonight's at bat batting .375 on the season, 56 for 149.
And was able to help himself out yesterday. He went. He had 3 hits, went 3 for 4, had a walk, a double, and a couple of singles, and had a good game.
Doty having trouble finding the zone here. It's behind 3 balls and no strikes to the 3-hitter Chris Hamilton. Not a guy you want to give a free pass to with Griffin Dorshing standing on deck, and Doty finds the zone there once again, bringing the count to 3 balls and a strike. One pitch swung on and rolled over towards first base. First baseman Fabic up with it. Flips on over to Doty for the first out of the inning. So 3-1 on the putout for Hamilton. Brings up Griffin Dorshing, who doubled back in the second inning, came around to score. Scored on the Michael Hall base hit. Part of a 4-run inning for the Joes. First run to score in that inning as he watches a breaking ball in there for strike 1.
Classic breaking ball, first pitch to Griffin Dorshing that we've seen consistently all year.
Yeah, ho-hum if you're Griffin Dorshing. That's par for the course if you have the scouting reports that they have against him. Still leading the Great Lakes League with 12 home runs on the year, so no real surprise they pitch him that way, as can't hold up on this breaking ball here. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 misses inside, bringing the count even to 2-2. Mentioned the Joes will play a win or go home wildcard game Tuesday night in Western Hills in Cincinnati against this Steam team. If they win that game, they'll have a 3-game series against the Copperheads. This one's lined off the glove of the pitcher, Doty. Shortstop up with it, but not able to throw it on to first in time. So Griffin Dorshing will have a rare infield single for him, but he definitely hit it hard off the pitcher's glove and got the bounce he needed.
That was almost an incredible play by the shortstop. I didn't think that the short even had a chance to make a throw on Dorshing, but he picked that up so smooth and threw it over to first just a little too late, and that would have been one of those classics 1-6 to 3 putouts.
Picked it up a la Justin McConnell. We saw him make a similar play back in the second inning, obviously not off the pitcher, but kind of barehanding it in the same fashion. Brings up Sean McGeehan now, watches the first pitch in for a strike. You got to finish that thought. If the Joes were to beat the Steam on Tuesday night, to have a 3-game series against the Southern Ohio Copperheads starting Wednesday night in Athens, Ohio. But barring, well, I should say regardless of the result of the game on Wednesday night, they'll play at home here in Hamilton come Thursday night, August the 2nd. So if they do win Tuesday, you're going to want to make sure you're out here at Foundation Field on August 2nd for what would be game 2 of that 3-game series, as McGeehan watches ball 1 in the dirt.
So the series are 1-1-1.
Yeah, it's home.
It's 1-1.
Yeah.
1-1-1.
Yep.
I guess that makes the most sense.
Yeah, for travel and
fairness.
Exactly. Yep. As McGeehan's down on strikes there for out number 2.
So we could have a possibility of 2 more home games this season.
Correct. Yeah, we would be obviously the lower seed in each of the 2 series, but we do have a possibility to have 2 more home games. As Chandler Miller is going to tap this one foul. Yeah, playoff baseball is an entirely different atmosphere, as I experienced back in my Joe's playing days, and hopefully we'll have a chance to get a couple more home games played this year as Miller taps this one to second. Bernardo on to Fabic, and that's going to do it for the Joes here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. So the Steam get one in the top of the 3rd to cut the lead to 4-2. Reid Maus will take things back over in the 4th inning when we come back on your Hamilton Joes Network.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Queen City Hospice. Queen City Hospice is a locally and independently owned and operated company that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. Whether they live in a private residence, an assisted living community, or a nursing home, our well-trained and experienced team members will go to the patient's location to provide personalized assistance and care. For more information, visit queencityhospice.com.
At Smoothie King, we believe the best ingredients come from nature. That's why we keep adding more whole fruits and vegetables to our smoothies to help you get more out of every sip. At Smoothie King, we've added real whole raspberries bursting with fresh, crisp flavor, just in time for summer. Try an angel food raspberry or Greek yogurt raspberry smoothie for a limited time only. Enjoy whole raspberries at any of the 8 Cincinnati area Smoothie King locations. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose. Proud partner of the Hamilton Joes.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Bridgewater Falls is proud to continue its sponsorship of the Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Best Buy, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all of the flavors Bridgewater Falls has to offer. Bridgewater Falls is located just off of Ohio 129.
We are here at Foundation Field here on the banks of the Great Miami River. I'm Reid Maus, joined along here with Zach Verdea and AJ Schraffenberger as Drew Sonner is going to face off against the left-handed hitting Taylor Lane as he will chop this one. Marshall Gee was actually the switch-hitting catcher. Marshall Gee was up, and he just tapped one over there to Justin McConnell for the first out of the inning. So 1 out. As coming up to the plate will be Sebastian Fabic. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Here comes the first pitch to Fabic. He'll swing and miss. 0-1 the count here to Fabic. Top of the 4th inning. Overcast day, not a whole lot of sunshine. As this pitch will be swung on and missed as well. 0-2 the count.
Good pitch there by Sonner. Just reared back and threw it in there. Fired it in there, actually, and he's, besides he's gotten into some trouble and given up some runs, but he hasn't pitched too bad.
So here comes the 0-2 to Fabic. This pitch will be fouled straight back over the grandstand here at Foundation Field. To the count here with 1 out. Sonner kicks, deals. This ball will be hit over to McConnell in the hole. He'll make one on the throw on the run, but it's going to be safe. It was not there in time. Man, I got tripped up right from the beginning on that call, but it was a chopper right over to McConnell. Fielded in the hole, just a tad late on the throw over, and now Sebastian Fabic will be up there on first base on the base knock.
Yeah, he's got some speed. He was able to beat that one out. Good play there by McConnell, but not quick enough to get Fabic at first base.
So Ferner's going to come up to the plate. He's 1 for 2. Had that double that just nicked off the top of the wall. Bridgewater Falls sign. As here comes the first pitch. This ball's going to be popped into foul territory. It will go out of play. So 0-1 is our count. (0-1) here as Sonner is going to look for a double play ball. So he's going to be hoping for. As here comes the 0-1. That pitch will miss upstairs, bringing the count to 1-1.
And it looks like we may be in line for another 9-7 type game like we had yesterday. It's 4-2. It's already the 4th inning. Both teams have threatened just about every inning so far. At least had a base runner besides the Joes first, but Steam have Fabic on first base right now and 1 out, and a couple strikes on Fernier, so it could go either way.
So the 1-1 will be fouled over the grandstand, first base side, bringing the count to 1-2. Good crowd here today at Foundation Field. They're showing up to support their Joeys on the final, what could be the final home game of the season. We hope it's not. Hope we get at least 2 more, as this ball will be popped into right field for the second out of the inning. So Jake Cates will now come up to the plate. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out and had a single. That single led off the last inning. So we'll see if he can keep it going, as he has had a fantastic season thus far. All-star, correct?
Yeah, Jake Cates was there as an all-star. I know he's pitched a little bit too for the team, has 5 saves, tied for the team lead.
So a ground ball over to Chandler Miller. He'll flip that over to Griffin Dorson. Now do it for us here in the top of the 4th inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. 4-2 is our score here at Foundation Field. Stay tuned as you're listening to your Hamilton Joe's Network.
They are dedicated to you and all of your different HVAC needs that you have as an owner or building engineer. They have been serving the commercial and industrial construction community for over 20 years and continue to strive for past, present, and future complete customer satisfaction. For more information, visit them on the web at 4starmechanical.com.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joe's. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
At TriHealth Orthopedic and Sports Medicine, they know that in Cincinnati, sports isn't just a way of life, it is life. That's why the Hamilton Joes trust TriHealth to train and care for their players. TriHealth aims to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment. They provide care Cincinnatians need to keep doing what they love. So get out there and keep cheering, keep playing, keep following your passion with TriHealth Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
We are back here at Foundation Field as we're going to see the first pitch from Doty to Tyler Thaman. That pitch will miss downstairs, bringing the count to 1-0 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Thaman on the day 0 for 1. Here comes the 1-0. Doty will miss upstairs. So 1 downstairs, 1 upstairs. Trying to find a ranch house. Does that even make sense? Kind of.
Yeah.
I
like it.
2-0 is going to miss upstairs as well. 3-0 the count. As this pitch will be in there for a called strike. Finally finds the zone. He's going to have to work all the way back on the 7-hole Tyler Thaman. As I'm sure a leadoff walk is not on his to-do list this inning, but he does it anyways. Runner on first base, nobody out. So Michael Hall, who had the 2 RBI single in the 2nd inning, will be coming up to the plate. He came around and scored later the inning. The next batter, as Jared Kaufman had a ball that was an E5. Third baseman way overthrew the first base. So now they're going to go out there and talk to Doty as leadoff walk to the bottom of the order. Never a good sign for an inning to come, especially when all 4 balls weren't even competitive. I guess the first ball was close.
Yeah, and that's only the 2nd walk of the day so far for Doty, but leading off the inning, trailing by 2 runs. You just got 1 back in the 3rd inning, not this inning, but you're trying to chop into it, and I mean this game doesn't really mean too much to either team, but I think I saw the Steam tweeted out that they have 30 wins on the year. 31 would be a franchise record for them. So yeah, I mean even though it doesn't matter too much, that at least getting that win would be in the record books for this team. But the Joes trying to spoil it, just get a win against the team before you play them in a couple days for for the one-game wild card, get your confidence up.
As now Tyler Thaman will be moving. Michael Hall will protect him on the swing, but he'll have second base with ease. Good job by Hall at protecting the base runner, as he didn't try to make contact there, just keeping the catcher at bay. So runner on second base. 0-2 is the count here to Michael Hall. Here comes the pitch. See if he can just slap one backside and move Tyler Thaman across, as he's going to swing and miss at that slider. So didn't do him any favors having to give up a strike there on the stolen base, but I think the Joes will take that stolen base over the strike, because it works as good as a bunt for Michael Hall. So now Jared Kaufman coming up to the plate. He has 8 RBIs on the season, but he did bat a run in his last at bat, but won't get the RBI. Of course, it was on an error. We'll argue about that someday. As here comes the first pitch. They'll miss out or be in there for a called strike.
Yeah, David Blanchette behind the plate. We've seen him a couple times too. Clovis, first time we've seen him not behind the plate. Kind of thrown off a little bit seeing the base umpire is Clovis.
So here comes the 0-1 pitch. That pitch will be in there for a called strike as well. 0-2. To the count here to the 9-hole Jared Kaufman. He came around and scored, got on base via the air. See what we can do here in the bottom of the 4th inning with 1 out and 1 runner on, as he's going to dribble this one over to the second baseman. He'll scoop it up, throw it over to Fabic at first. So he moves the runner, but might be all for naught, as Compton's going to come up with 2 outs and a runner on third. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Struck out looking in his first at-bat, and brought in some runs on his last at-bat with a single.
Yeah, we've been able to see Compton get stuff done with 2 outs, runners in scoring position. If I was a betting man, I would say maybe if Compton drives in this run, a nice liner over the shortstop's head in the left center would be nice.
Want to make it interesting? Put a little put a little side action on it. This ball is going to be fouled over the first base side of the grandstand, first base side of the net. Broadcasters are allowed to gamble, right?
Like, yeah, gotta be, right?
Yeah. Like, we don't control the game.
Yeah.
Here comes the 0-2. As this pitch is going to miss outside. I think the pitcher, I think Trey Compton, I think everyone, including ourselves in the booth, thought that was going to be strike 3. But they're going to say, no, ball 1.
Yeah, Trey swiped his bat away and started walking off. Maybe thought it was the 3rd, but he'll stay alive. See what the 1-2 pitch.
As he gets a good wood on the ball, but lines it out to the shortstop. That was an interesting swing.
Couldn't get it over his head.
What about that? I mean, that pitch might have hit him if he stayed in the box, but he, like, dropped his back foot and just threw the barrel on the ball and got a good swing on it. But it's all for naught. So we're going to head to the top of the 5th inning, where Zach Verdea is going to be on the call. Stay tuned as you're listening to your Hamilton Joes Network.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
Nothing pairs better with summer or exciting Joe's action than an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The Joes are proud to serve Coca-Cola at Foundation Field and want to remind you to share a Coke and a smile with your favorite Joes fan this season. Coca-Cola, taste the feeling.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth.
Hamilton.
And welcome back to Foundation Field, as Griffin Bernardo will be leading it off for the Steam, facing Drew Saunier again for another inning of work. Saunier's gone 4 strong for the Joes, giving up 2 runs. Joes leading 4-2 as that one misses outside to the man who's 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch on the day. Got to third, but was stranded there in the 1-run first inning, but he'll foul this one up, and it looks like it'll get out of play. Griffin Dorsey gives chase over by the fence along with Michael Hall, as it's now 1-1. Griffin Bernardo hitting above, he was hitting 387 going into the day yesterday, went 2 for 5. 0 for 1 on the day today, but still a pretty insane batting average. Is the 1-1 pitch. Sent out into right field. Tyler Thaman ranging back, and he'll be able to haul it in for the first out of the inning.
And good job at getting the first out of the inning. It's something that Saunier has struggled a little bit this game, but it's always good to get that first one in the well. I would like to see the stats on the number of innings, or like the percentage of runs or innings that have runs scored in them that get a leadoff guy on, as opposed to working with 1 or 2 outs. Really am interested.
Yeah, and the 1 run they got back in the 3rd inning was off a leadoff single. Back in the 1st, it was a 1-out double. And then with 2 outs, they were able to get the run in after a strikeout, then a hit by pitch, and a single. Unraveled the first one and gave up a run, but 4-2, still leading this game are the Joes. 0-1 pitch in there for a strike on the breaking ball to the DH, Aaron Levy, another lefty here for the Steam. I have a chunk of lefties in it with Cates and Levy. They have Eddie Persinger, who sometimes plays first base, is in there. As that one swung on and missed, it'll get away. Michael Hall will just scoop it up and toss it over to first base for the out. So 2 up, 2 down with the fly out and the strikeout by Drew Saunier, and that'll bring up Thomas Bennett, the shortstop.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier this year about how lefty-centric this lineup is. It seems like especially at home when they had that short porch out to right field, it seems like it's purposeful. I mean, of course, lefties are typically better swingers anyways, but when you got a 285-foot right field, you got to put some lefties in your lineup.
Yeah, it would only make sense. Just try to launch them over that, even if you don't hit it over the giant wall they have there. It's still extra bases. That one is up and missing to Thomas Bennett, who is 1 for 2 with a strikeout looking on the day. That gives Thomas Bennett 5 strikeouts on the series here, and that's his 3rd looking. He struck out three times swinging yesterday, 1 time looking. Struck out once today as the 1-2 pitch misses outside. 2-1's the count. See if Saunier can get a couple strikes on Bennett and put some pressure on him.
Yeah, it's definitely in a slump. Sometimes you go up there and you just it quite literally feels like you have a hole in your bat. You're making what feels like a good swing. You're swinging at pitches in the zone, but you're just coming up with nothing, and it's so demoralizing, and it messes with your head. I mean, all you can think about is how am I going to put the ball in play?
The 2-2 freezes him, but not rung up on is Thomas Bennett, and he'll have another chance, full count.
Show it off, Blanchett. Show it off. Pull the trigger.
Would have been a cherry on top here, not for Bennett, because in the opposite way, because that would have been his 6th strikeout, but he will fly this one out into left center. Basically just center field as Sean McGeehan ranges back. Little skip jump for the catch, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. 1-2-3 go to the Steam. Joe's leading 4-2 going to the bottom of the 5th inning. You're Hamilton Joe's Network.
Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton.
M&G Body Shop is your one-stop shop for car repair. Woman-owned and family-operated collision repair center. They can be reached at 513-851-9056 or can be found online at mgbody.com. A proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
Superior.
Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Grab my glasses, I'm out the door. I'm gonna hit
New
this
pitcher,
city.
Jacob.
Before I leave,
New pitcher is
leave
Jacob
with a
Abbott
bottle
for the
of
Cincinnati
Jack, 'cause
Steam.
when I leave for the night,
The starter, Ethan Doty, only able to go 4
talking
innings here as Kesha playing in the background.
I think we might just leave it going for the entire inning. Just a little.
Reid standing and enjoying himself here as Justin McConnell will be the first man to come up. Get a little Millie Rock from Reid in the press box here. As
How
we
can
even
you
got
not-
to the chorus on a song for once.
Oh, I let it go. Gotta love some Kesha. And that's 8th grade. That's like all the way back from when we were in 8th grade. I was over there at St. Pete's jamming out to some Kesha and Jay-Z Forever Young. I think Luke Bryan, Rain Makes Corn, that song came out when I was in 8th grade. These are all just jams back in the day.
And the pitcher, Jacob Abbott, actually listed as an infielder on the roster, not even listed as a pitcher, as some of these guys, Jake Cates is listed as a pitcher, Jonathan Bruce, some other guys have some, Sebastian Fabic, those guys have some opportunities to pitch, but Jacob Abbott, I don't think he's a pitcher here. I think they're just coming and throwing him out there as that breaking ball looked good, 0-2. And I heard the Steam guys talking a little bit about before this game that they had a handful of position players vying for the option to pitch in this game, when it's one of the only games that you see where it really doesn't matter too much as McConnell goes down on strikes.
I'm telling you, I talked about it earlier. If you could play one position, I think pitching is so much fun. I did it in like fall ball, and every time I would talk about it, I struck out like one kid, and similar to how I give AJ Schraffenberger crap because I went 2 for 2 on him, I tore into this guy the entire year.
2 for 2 with 2 bombs.
2 bombs.
If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, 2 bombs. Players right over the second baseman's head.
Fouled back by Chris Hamilton, 0-1. Hamilton hitting over 370 like AJ mentioned earlier after going 3 for 5 yesterday. 0-1 pitch. Grounded Sebastian Fabic with the sliding play, thrown over to the first baseman Abbott, covering for the second out of the inning.
By a guy that doesn't play a whole lot of first base. If he plays first base, I mean, he's got a first baseman's bit, but he could be borrowing that from somebody. But regardless, that was a pretty nice play. A lot of when a dude is new to first base, the big thing is how aggressive they are on balls, because that's the hardest part is whether to go for it or whether to come back to first base. And Fabic just aggressive, made a nice play, and delivered a dart right to the pitcher.
That first pitch into Gryffindor. Gryffindor is a strike. I actually have that written on my scorecard today.
Gryffindor?
Just Gryffindor. As the 0-1 pitch to Griffin will be sky high. It looks like it'll stay in as Sebastian Fabic in foul territory, camping under it and making the play for the 3rd out of the inning. So after the pop out there, the Joes head to the 6th inning with a 4-2 lead, and AJ Schraffenberger will be back on the call on your Hamilton Joes Network.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 1921. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
The Great Miami Valley YMCA is a 127-year-old organization serving nearly 50,000 people throughout 8 locations located in and around Hamilton, Fairfield, and Middletown. Their mission is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. For more information, please visit gmvymca.org. Fort Hamilton Hospital is a full-service community hospital who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity.
Back here in the top of the 6th inning, John Bruce will lead things off for the Cincinnati Steam. First pitch swinging, going to foul this one off his back foot. Next pitch swinging, this one's going to be ripped down the left field line, but just missed the foul line there. So quickly behind, no balls and 2 strike is John Bruce, 2 for 2 on the night with an RBI single in the 3rd and a single back in the 2nd inning. Oh, 2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses outside, bringing the count to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bruce 322 on the season, 31 for 96 with 2 home runs and 24 RBI. Taps this one over to first. Griffin Dorshing fields it on a 2-hop and taps the first base bag for out number 1. So a 3 unassisted put out in the scorebook. And Drew Saunier has his first out of the inning here in the 6th. Brings up Taylor Lane, the left fielder, 0 for 2 on the night with 2 strikeouts. First pitch swinging is Lane. Fouls this one back over the screen. No balls and a strike. Drew Saunier now 88 pitches into tonight's game. Joes do have some stretching at least going on in their bullpen. But it looks like for now the 6th inning belongs to Saunier, and he's throwing it well thus far in the 6th. No balls and 2 strikes on the 8-hitter Taylor Lane. Swung on and missed, so good morning, good afternoon, and good night, says Drew Saunier to Taylor Lane. And just like that, there's 2 outs here in the 6th. Saunier being very aggressive here later in the game, obviously knowing his pitch count is getting up there and making the best of it. As I'll bring up Marshall Gee, batting in the 9-hole, the catcher. Pair of groundouts to the shortstop Justin McConnell to his record this evening. First pitch to him in there for a called strike 1. So Saunier just getting better with age here in the 6th inning. A 1 pitch, lost that one a little bit, evening up the count at a ball and a strike. Gee, a 305 hitter for the Steam this year, 26 for 85. 1-1 pitch, fouled off into the parking lot. Everybody say a quick prayer that that ball doesn't hit your car. I know I'm certainly doing the same myself. Runs the count to a ball and 2 strikes. Pitch from Saunier, fastball just missing off the outside corner. Runs the count even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch in there for called strike 3. So Saunier gets 2 strikeouts and a ground out here in the top of the 6th inning. Rolls through the bottom of the Steam lineup. They'll have the top of the lineup in the 7th inning, but before that, the Joes will take the bat in the bottom of the 6th to try to build on their 4-2 lead when we come back.
Properly every time. From garage doors to entry doors to windows and awnings. For more information, visit SchofieldWindowDoor.com.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
Nothing pairs better with summer or exciting Joes action than an ice-cold Coca-Cola. The Joes are proud to serve Coca-Cola at Foundation Field and want to remind you to share a Coke and a smile with your favorite Joes fan this season. Coca-Cola. Taste the feeling.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto Service has 3 convenient locations, servicing Hamilton, Fairfield, and all of Butler County. Pfefferly Tire and Auto Service is family owned and operated and have been...
And we're back. Sorry, catching up on some changes, but Sean McGeehan lifts this one out to left field, and it's going to get down over the head of the left fielder Lane, and he'll be into second base with a standing double to lead off the 6th inning. Just getting caught up on the changes here quickly for the Steam. So Joseph Cooney is going to come into the game, number 38, and play right field for the Steam. Pitch misses inside for ball 1. Now catching is Fournier. Moved around the infield into catcher. He'll go up and talk to Jacob Abbott. The nature of the beast is you get the substitutions right before the first pitch, and you got to kind of try and deal with it as you go, as this one's in there for a strike.
Hey, Tim, you embarrassed yourself down there. She's quick, what can I say? Thank God you saved your quickness for a softball diamond for me on Friday nights. Yeah.
This one's tapped towards short. Shortstop Bernardo up with it and on to first base. The throw pulls him off the bag, but the tag is applied by Fabic for out number 1.
Stepping up to the plate for the right fielder, number 21, Tyler.
So McGeehan stays at second base. And Tyler Thaman will be the batter here with 1 out. Called strike 1 there. Having a video issue right now, but we'll stay with the audio for the moment. I'll get the video back up as soon as I can. Tyler Thaman up to the plate now with 1 out here in the 6th inning. First pitch to him is going to be lifted foul down the first baseline. Looks like Fabic is going to have room just in front of the fence and make a great over-the-shoulder catch against the fence down the first baseline. And McGeehan tagging and making his way to third base. The throw almost getting down the third baseline from Fabic. But a good job by the third baseman Bennett to make a play there. So 2 outs in the inning now. Looks like the video is back up. Let me get it full screen for you guys. Apologize for the delay. First pitch now to Michael Hall is in there, or not in there I should say, for ball 1. Getting caught back up here. My broadcast partners are currently out doing other things at the moment, so flying solo for the moment, but evens up the count at a ball and a strike now to Michael Hall. 1 for 2 on the evening. Had a 2 RBI single back in the 2nd inning to give the Joes the lead. So we are fully caught up now. 1-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Sean McGeehan standing at third base. This one, a breaking ball, looked like it got a lot of the plate, and Jacob Abbott seemed to think so as well, but home plate umpire David Blanchette says nay. Runs the count to a ball and 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to Hall. Fastball in there for strike 2. Good pitch there from Jacob Abbott. Joe's looking to build on the 2-run lead they established back in the 3rd inning. 2nd inning, I should say. They scored 4 in the 2nd. Steam answered with 1 in the 3rd. 2-2 pitch to Michael Hall, swung on and missed. So that'll do it for the Joes here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They threaten, but are unable to put a run across. So we'll head to the 7th inning. Joes leading 4-2 when we come back.
The Hamilton Joes play ball on the banks of the Miami River, but the Great Miami Crew Rowing Squad is happy to sponsor the Hamilton Joes during the Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball season.
Proud Hamilton Joes sponsor Miller Coors wants to remind you, whether you're watching the Joes at Foundation Field or catching the game on YouTube, to never compromise on taste. Reach for a Miller Lite, the light beer that's always brewed for more taste with only 96 calories and brewed right here in Ohio. Miller Lite, hold true.
The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Queen City Hospice. Queen City Hospice is a locally and independently owned and operated company that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. Whether they live in a private residence, an assisted living community, or a nursing home, our well-trained and experienced team members will go to the patient's location to provide personalized assistance and care. For more information, visit queencityhospice.com.
In its 70th year of operation, All Wealth Federal Credit Union is proud to partner with Hamilton's hometown baseball team. All Wealth is Hamilton's only homegrown credit union, ready to assist with all of your financial needs. Their friendly staff are here to help the residents of Hamilton and Butler County live the American dream. Visit allwealth.org today and see how you can hit a financial home run with All Wealth.
At 4-Star Mechanical, they are dedicated to you and all of your different HVAC needs that you have as an owner or building engineer. They have been serving the commercial and industrial construction community for over 20 years and continue to strive for past, present, and future complete customer satisfaction. For more information, visit them on the web at 4starmechanical.com.
Your AAA store has moved to a new location in Hamilton. 2870 Menards Boulevard in Fairfield Township is your new home for all your travel, insurance, and attraction ticket needs. AAA has great member deals on everything you need for a great vacation. Visit AAA today in Fairfield Township to join America's largest motor club organization or online at AAA.com.
Fort Hamilton Hospital.
We are back here at Foundation Field. Reid Maus turning along here with Zach and Verdea. We were double dipping a little bit there, getting all of Reid and Zach out. The Joes were. We were working on scoreboard. We were doing public announcing. We were just doing it all right there. As we're here in the top of the 7th inning, Danny Maddock on the bump for the Joes, as the first pitch is going to be in there for a called strike. So 0-1 the count here, as he's going to come set, fire it home, as that will be another strike. 0-2 the count. Hopefully AJ did fine without us. I have complete and utter confidence in him. He's a wise old man. He's what, 2 years older than us?
Yeah, I think so.
We are
Possibly.
actually, between the interns and the players, he's the oldest, then it's us two. Right?
And there's some gap years.
Jared's 22 as well. He's our PA guy. Got no 2 count.
Great one at that. That was the first inning that I spent actually watching a Joe's game. Not as the beer batter goes down, Sebastian Fabic.
Yeah, so
forget my story. It doesn't even matter.
It does not matter. Fabic goes down swinging, as that will be the first out of the inning. As now coming up to the plate will be Ryan Ferner, as Danny Maddock makes quick work of Fabic. So here comes the first pitch to Ferner, as this one will miss downstairs. 1-0 the count.
And during that last half inning, I have my brother from Oklahoma and my cousin who lives in Oxford, went to Miami. They're here at the game, and I was down the first base line with them. Actually got to watch a game for the first time, and they were just asking about the beer batter, and I was like, you guys have no idea you're about to see it. And luckily Fabic came up and didn't disappoint.
So a pop out to center field. Sean McGeehan had to be on his horse to go and get that one, but it is the second out of the inning. So here comes the first pitch to Jake Cates. First pitch to Cates. And it's going to be a slider on the outside part of the plate. It's going to miss by a lot. 1-0 the count. Look at the hustle by Gunther out there getting that pass ball. He's quick on that trigger.
Nothing but A-plus effort from AG, the other AG down there.
Drew Gunther. As here comes the 1-0. The pitch will miss outside.
Yeah, that was a good appearance from Saunier. Here he went 6 innings, 6 strong innings for the Joes.
Yeah. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. That goes down as a quality start, as the 2-0 is going to be swung by Jake Cates. Another one of those stats that I'm trying to purge. I think quality starts is an okay, because no one takes it like too seriously.
Yeah.
It's not like looking at like batting average and stuff like that, where people are just like so on the nose about stuff. Or saves. Saves is a good one in win-loss, as this pitch barely misses on the outside.
Thought we were going to get that there. Maddock usually with that awkward delivery gets that outside corner.
He missed it. Zach in the booth here was kind of doing a miming Maddock's delivery while sitting down. And
throwing the elbows up
it looks
at the same
way
time.
more funky when someone sitting down does it. As this pitch will miss downstairs for a ball.
Pretty close though.
Yeah, it was close. As now coming up is Griffey B. Griffin Bernardo, who moved to shortstop last inning, had a lot of defensive switches. As this pitch is going to be in there for a called strike. When we get to the top half, I think we're going to see Hamilton Joe make his debut at the plate. Spencer Henn. So here comes the 0-1 to Bernardo.
So that Henn out at third base right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's not Jared Kaufman.
As this ball is going to chop down to second base, they're going to get the out at second. I think there might have been some words between the the base runner. They're smiling. Probably made a joke between Jake Cates and
Yeah,
Justin
before the
McConnell.
game, I saw Jake Cates was sitting in a circle with 4 or 5 other Joe's players. He was the only Steam player over there. I don't know who he knows, but definitely some good fun down there.
Yeah, but we're going to go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Joey's still up 4-2. Stay tuned as you listen to your Hamilton Joe's.
Hospital, who continues to lead the way to better health in the Butler County area, serving patients from Fairfield, Oxford, Cincinnati, and Middletown. Fort Hamilton Hospital combines modern technology, highly skilled physicians with a friendly, caring staff. Their offerings include maternity, emergency, the most advanced wound healing in Butler County, and a range of outpatient services. For care you can count on, visit Fort Hamilton Hospital, located at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton. The Hamilton Joes are proud to partner with Planet Fitness, home of the Judgment Free Zone. You can experience the Judgment Free Zone by joining for only $10 a month. You can join in any of the 13 Cincinnati area Planet Fitness locations or online at planetfitness.com. Planet Fitness, the world judges, we don't.
Richard's Pizza is one of Hamilton, Ohio's most favorite spots, bringing you Richard's famous steak sandwiches since 1955 and a proud supporter of your hometown Hamilton Joes. Whether it's pizzas, salads, pastas, or a little bit of fudge for dessert, Richard's Pizza has it all for you and your family.
The Great Miami Valley YMCA is a 127-year-old organization serving nearly 50,000 people throughout 8 locations located in and around Hamilton, Fairfield, and Middletown. Their mission is to put Christian principles into practice through programs that build healthy spirit, mind, and body for all. For more information, please...
We are back here at Foundation Field where Michael Hall is going to take the batter's box. First pitch he sees will run inside. So 1-0 the count. Oh, it's Spencer Hennep at the plate. He looked very similar to Michael Hall. First time we've seen Spencer, and I actually told you in the half inning that he was going to be coming up. That's just me not believing in myself as he actually fouls the 1-0, bringing the count to 1-1.
Yeah, he's got that arm sleeve. The pants kind of look the same, a little baggier, and it looks a lot like him. The helmet, basically every aspect that I just keep going. The bat.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's I think the arm sleeve, and he's got the same body build.
Stance.
Yeah, so the 1-1 is going to be waved at and missed by Spencer Henn, who plays for Miami University Hamilton. I think he batted cleanup behind our very own intern, Jared Hall.
Yeah, if Jared Hall was telling us the truth there, then they're 3-4.
As this ball is going to be thrown over to first base, it's Sebastian Fabic. 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the 7th inning. As now coming up to the plate is Trey Compton. Trey Compton's 1 for 3 on the day. He lined out, had a single, and has struck out looking. Now, who knows what's true or not true in this press box? The only thing that is true is that Ryan Finnerty is the meanest person in the entire league.
Yeah, he's coming after last game of the season. You'd think, it's more of a fun, laid-back type game, but he's coming out throats tonight.
He's not in the press box right now. As here comes the 1-1 as he's going to foul this one off his ankle. Ryan, who's normally in the press box, isn't in right now. So it's not as much fun when he's not in here because he truly is one of the nicer guys I've ever met.
Yeah, we only say those things whenever he's in earshot because he always shoots back really quick and gives us a look and asks, how am I mean, guys?
So here comes the 1-1 to Trey Compton. He's going to check up. They're going to say no, he did not, so that'll bring the count to 2-1. 2-1 the count here to Trey Compton. As here comes the pitch. He will kick and deal. This pitch will go past the catcher. Not a whole lot of effort given by
just
Berner
missed it
there.
looked like.
Yeah. So Jacob Abbott, who's listed as a position player, infielder, EKU, Eastern Kentucky University, as there was a Steam player that went to EKU last year. Alex Holderbach, I talked about him a few times. This ball is going to be popped out into right field. Johnny Bench Award finalist. As that'll be the second out of the inning. You know, quite recently there's a local boy that played for the Hamilton Joes, went to Hamilton High School, that got picked up by the Dayton Dragons, Patrick McGuffin. I was just looking at his stats. I was looking at a bunch of people that were local, how they're doing in the minors right now. And Patrick McGuffin, 3 starts in single A, former Hamilton Joe alum, a sub-2 ERA. So good for him. Pretty good.
I think I saw on Twitter, it was most likely from you. I don't know where it would have came from. Maybe the Joes retweeted it. But yeah, I saw that in his debut, he had a pretty stellar stat line.
I think the 2 runs that he's given, or the 2 to keep it, he's got a 1.8, and I think all the earned runs he's given up came in his last start. In his first 2 starts, they only let him go 5. He gave up scoreless both times, and the third time they let him go out there for the 6, and he gave up a couple. As this ball is going to go in the dirt, in the turf, bring the count to 2-1. Another Hamilton Joes alum is actually Tommy John surgery.
Yeah, torn UCL. I almost did it again. Was that? That wasn't here, I was going to say.
McConnell will fly one into right field. We got some rain coming down on the field right now. You can't see it so well on the broadcast, but it is coming down quite not too hard to where it stops play, but it is coming down just a little bit.
People are scattering for the cover, that's for sure.
There's only one cloud above us, a small one, so it shouldn't stay too long. But we'll be back here in the top of the 8th inning. Zach Verdea will be on the call. Stay tuned as you're listening to your Hamilton Joes Network.
Hamilton Joes Baseball is brought to you by Triangle Sign Company, a sign of quality since 19...
And welcome back to Foundation Field to start this 8th inning off. Danny Maddox still out on the mound for the Joes. Still got the 4-2 lead. Whenever I was in the booth, it was the first inning of the 4-2 lead, and there's been nothing since, as the first pitch to Aaron Levy misses low for a ball. The big lefty Levy, DH today, was at second base yesterday. He's got 2 hits to his ledger, 2 for 3 with an RBI. As he fouls that one off his leg here, and it'll squirt into the field of play, but it won't matter because that is a foul ball in baseball. So 1-1 count.
That's how this game works.
Yeah, this game has rules, and they are usually followed.
Usually.
As
a lot of rules that aren't actually written down.
Maddox swings and misses 1-2. Now the count. Yeah, I was listening to a podcast earlier, and they had Dallas Braden on that, and they were talking about they did their Mount Rushmore of unwritten baseball rules. And, of course,
what were they?
There were some. Dallas Braden, some of the ones he said were, well, one of the ones that other people stole from him were don't touch the pitcher, don't touch the pitcher's mound if you're not a pitcher.
Oh, because
of A-Rod, yeah. So they ribbed him pretty good for that one. But just stuff like, I'm trying to think here, as a 2-2. Yeah, don't show up. The umpire, don't show up. The pitcher, as he swings and misses, is Aaron Levy. It'll be strike 3. But here I can
see. I disagree. I disagree with showing up the pitcher. You
no,
give up a bomb.
they said stuff like directly at the pitcher. Don't hit a home run and look at him smiling, stuff like that. They said bat flips, fair
cool.
game, but not personally showing up the pitcher trying to make him look bad himself. Yeah. So I'll try to find the list, but that one's fouled back
because there's a bunch of them.
And it'll be Thomas Bennett batting now. He has a strikeout on the day. He's 1 for 3 with that. Strikeout also singled back in his first at-bat. Maddock comes set after getting his sign. That pitch will be a ball there.
Missed outside.
Yeah, missing out. To Thomas Bennett, the shortstop. Well, he was the shortstop. Don't know where he's playing now as they shifted around quite a bit.
Who's up?
Thomas Bennett.
Oh, he moved to third.
He was the former shortstop.
Yeah,
now he's at third.
Verner's at short. I thought he was catching. So
they're all over the place. 2-1's the count. That's all we know. Thomas Bennett, the batter.
I think I just saw your brother and cousin just walking up the stands right now, trying to get out of the rain. I think.
Yeah, I believe so. If it's a guy that looks just like me, and then
like
a guy that looks definitely related to me, then those are them. Full counts the pitch. My whole life, yeah, it's either you look exactly like him. Well, that's just about it, actually. You look exactly like your brother or your sister. I have 2 sisters, one older. That one misses for a walk, but everyone my age either knows my brother or my sister because my brother's close to my age, my sister's close to my age, so I either get you look exactly like one or the other, but I never get you don't look like anybody in your family.
Well, yeah, like my family knows a lot of people in Hamilton, so I'll go around and people just be like, oh, you might like never seen him before in my life, and then it's like, oh, you look like a mouse, you must be a mouse, and you're like, yeah.
I remember when your family came, and me and Ryan, I was doing a PA on that day, and we were like, yeah, that's his. He's related to those people. His genetics are weird. You can usually tell.
Yeah.
1-0's the count to Jonathan Bruce, number 27 for the Steam is 2 for 3 on the day, actually. Two hits, had an RBI back in the 3rd inning. And Levy and Bruce, 2 lefties in this lineup, have the only 2 RBIs of the game for the Steam, as that one also misses after the mound visit by Michael Hall. 2-0. Comes set after getting that sign. 2-0. Grounded over to shortstop. Justin McConnell flipped to Miller. Miller one hopper to Dorsey, not able to handle it, but I don't think it would have mattered anyway, as Jonathan Bruce would have been a close play, and he's aboard first base.
Yeah, it would have been really bang bang, and I think you're right. I think he was safe regardless. A good job by Michael Hall backing up. There's actually nothing worse as a catcher than you just have a mind blank sometimes back there, and you don't go and back up those plays, and then that happens right there.
Yeah, it looks like they'll have a pinch hitter for Taylor Lane, who 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts on the day. Eddie Persinger, the normal starter, into pinch hit. Taylor Lane, I'm pretty sure, looking at the roster, I don't think he's a position player. I'm pretty sure he's a pitcher, and
yeah, I think
it showed when his 3 at-bats.
Yeah, they weren't the best at-bats. Yeah, they got Eddie Persinger, all-star, up at the plate, so chance to. He was an all-star, correct?
Yeah, he was an all-star. Yeah, big lefty.
He didn't start at first. Griffin did, and then Persinger came in after him. That's right.
His first pitch to him misses, so 1-0 is the count. Runner on first base. 2 down for Danny Maddock. As not so sure if that is. I don't think that's Marshall Gee on deck. That one's fouled back. Persinger will have a 1-1 count. That's number 38 on deck. I have a roster around here.
Kind of looks like a pitcher too.
Joe Cooney, who is a pitcher. I'm pretty sure we saw him pitch.
He went into right field his last inning, but we've yet to see him go out there to.
Yeah, he replaced Gee. Someone else was at catcher last inning. Yeah, I couldn't really see the number, but Danny Maddock comes set 2-1 pitch, just missing the outside corner, and Persinger be sitting at 3-1 here with. Runner on first is Jonathan Bruce. He reached on the fielder's choice. 2 outs here as they weren't able to convert the double play to end the inning. Full count pitch misses outside. 3-1 pitch misses outside. And the pinch hitter, Eddie Persinger, will be aboard. 2-out walk.
Yeah, so now we're going to see none other than Joseph Cooney. He started a game against the Joes, didn't he? Or was he relieved? We've definitely seen him pitch against the Joes.
We've seen him before. Not the typical hitter, so you can tell he more looks like the pitcher than you would know. And
so with the tie
no batting gloves.
So with the tie and run on first base, Maddox got to try to figure out a way to stop Cooney.
Yeah. They'll take that one outside 1-0. Stop Cooney 2018.
2012.
Yes. It's the new wave. Danny Maddox 1-0 pitch outside again, and I want to go after Cooney here, the 9-hole, pinch hitting with Sebastian Fabic on deck and 2 outs. 4-2, the Joes still lead as Maddox comes set. Peeks at second base. Delivers that one on the outside corner. Called strike. 2-1. The count, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning as that one's fouled off, and it'll be evened out now, 2-2. Nobody warming out there in the Joes bullpen, looks like.
Yeah,
Maddox the guy.
I mean, the good thing is there's a day of rest, but I don't think the Joes are going to exhaust their bullpen by any stretch of the imagination. I imagine that Maddox won't even come out for a 9th if it came down to it, just because you want him to be fresh in case he needs to come in on Tuesday, so you don't want him to throw 60 pitches and not being able to be used in 2 days.
Yeah, he's definitely an arm that the Joes have relied on.
It's probably the second
all
best,
season.
Second best arm out of the pen, for sure, right?
Oh, yeah, that one's chopped to Chandler Miller, thrown over to first base for the final out of the inning, getting out of the jam. Joes leading 4-2 going to the bottom of the 8th, but yeah, I do think he's been one of the top arms out of the pen. Connor Bell and Maddox been huge, but we'll go to a break here. We'll pick this one back up in the bottom of the 8th inning.
21. If your current signage isn't giving you the visibility to attract interest and assist in getting people in your door, then it's time for a custom sign solution from Triangle Sign Company. Whether you're a big or small business, school, or organization, they will design and build a sign that is just right for you. Offering their support for the Hamilton Joes, we thank Triangle Sign Company for their continued support.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto Service has 3 convenient locations, servicing Hamilton, Fairfield, and all of Butler County. Pfefferly Tire and Auto Service is family owned and operated and have been in business since 1994. Whether it's a quick oil change you need or full service auto repair, Pfefferly Tire and Auto is the place to go. They have 2 locations in downtown Fairfield and 1 on the west side of Hamilton. For more information, visit them at one of their 3 locations or visit pftire.com. Robinson Fence Company has been servicing the Hamilton area for over 24 years. They're located at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton and offer residential, commercial, and industrial fencing. For more information, please call Robinson Fence Company at 513-867-0080. Hamilton Eye Care Center has been in business on the west side of Hamilton for over 30 years. They see patients of all ages, from infants to seniors, and offer treatments and solutions for any kind.
Welcome back as Chris Hamilton will lead it off for the Joes in the bottom of the 8th inning in the last regular season game of the year. Joes leading the Cincinnati Steam 4-2, a team that they will face in a few days on Tuesday in the wild card game, as first pitch to Hamilton will be fouled back and out of play. 0-1 to start the inning. Chris Hamilton 0 for 3 on the day with a ground out to the pitcher in the first, a 1-3 in the first, a 1-3 in the third, and a 3-1 in the 5th. So the first baseman and pitcher have been involved in all of his at-bats as the 0-1 pitch misses low. 1-1.
Well, genuinely speaking, the pitcher's a part of every single one of his at-bats.
Yeah, and the catcher.
Yeah.
But the first baseman is...
Oh, no, not always the catcher.
Well, yeah.
Hit a first pitch.
Yeah. So now we're just going in circles here as the 1-1 is missed low.
We have a tendency to do
2-1. It's the bottom of the 8th
final
of
game.
the last game of the season, of a game that has no bearing on the rest of the season.
Yeah.
On the outcomes of the season. So that one is in there for a strike. 2-2 is the count to Chris Hamilton, so we may get a little.
And we've
off
had
track.
some people that have bared our voices and are just
for far too long than
constantly
I would have expected. As the first out will be a strikeout of Chris Hamilton there.
Just nothing but explaining the minutia of just whatever we want to talk about day in and day out.
Hits and errors as Griffin Dorsing will be up now.
Is a lot of it.
1 out in the inning. Joe's up 2. Got a couple guys sitting down in the bullpen now. I don't know if anyone's getting loose, but Maddock has gone a couple innings. Is out. Misses low to Griffin Dorsing. 1-0 is the count. Griffin's 2 for 3 on the day. A couple hits have gotten him off a little bit of a rough patch, as that one misses inside. 2-0. Nice little hitter's count here for Griffin.
Yeah, we already saw Griffin have 2 hits, but he really got into that first one, and that's something that we haven't seen a whole lot of recently.
He swings and misses on that one.
He was trying for it right there. And that's the thing I like about Griffin. He's not going to get cheated on a 2-0 or 3-0 or 3-1 swing.
If you're going to give him one,
yeah, he's going to go for it.
He's not going to let you just put one in there as the breaking ball almost gets him to offer at, but wisely holds up. 3-1 is the count. He'll have another nice little opportunity if they send one over the plate. Sean McGeehan on deck here. 1 out, 3-1 count. As the pitch to Griffin Dorsing will be fouled out of play. And it'll be full count here for Jacob Abbott. Ryan Fernier behind the dish now. Started at third base, was in the outfield yesterday. Now he's behind the plate. Full count pitch upcoming from Abbott. Griffin sends it out into left field. Coming in to make the catch for the second out of the inning. So Griffin retired on the F7.
Yeah, and we've talked about this before, but one thing that you can tell between when Dorshing's hot as opposed to when he's not is that same swing that we just saw where he's out in front of it and he just kind of lunges at the ball, just kind of waves the bat. When he's on a streak, those are singles that flare over the shortstop, third baseman, second baseman's head. Right now, they're just easy pop-ups, and I don't know what the difference is because they're not really the best swings because he's out in front, he's lunging, and it's not a very good swing. But that's just really where you can tell is the fall when he's hot, and they don't like today, and just got a little too much under it there.
Yeah, 1-0 pitch here to Sean McGeehan with 2 outs. He fouls that one back, and Sean McGeehan doubled back in the 6th inning. Broke a little bit of a slump he's been in. He was hitting 291 going into 3 or 4 games ago, and it's down around 250, maybe 260 now.
You mentioned
after the hit.
Mentioned he was giddy with excitement.
Yeah, I was sitting down the first base line. I mentioned that for 1 inning, and I could hear him as he rounded first on the doubles. That one is sent out into left field. Left fielder comes in initially and then ranges back for makes the out. But as he was rounding first base, headed to second, you hear him yell to Gunther, finally. Like he finally got a hold of one, and it landed, and he's able to run the bases a little bit. But that'll end the inning here. Joe's lead 4-2. Going to the top of the 9th inning. Possibly the last half inning of the regular season. And AJ Schraffenberger will be the one to bring it to you on your Hamilton Joe's Network.
Visit Hamilton Eye Care Center across from Hamilton High School or call 513-894-1800 to schedule an appointment. Hamilton Eye Care. Come see the difference. Though founded in 2015, Aspen Roofing and Siding has firmly planted its name within the tri-state community. A step above the rest is not just a slogan, but a way of life. They exist to protect and enhance your home, which is your most valuable investment. By giving back to the community, they invest directly into relationships with their existing and future customers. For more information, visit them online at aspencincy.com. For over 40 years, the Moats Group has been committed to leaving a lasting legacy with every field they create. They are synthetic and natural turf specialists, focusing on sports field design, construction, removal, replacement, maintenance, and management. Moats has made their name designing innovative and comprehensive, performance-based sports field systems tailored to their customers' specific needs. They build fields from inception to completion with pride, dignity, and the utmost integrity. For more information, please visit themoatsgroup.com, proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Superior Computer Services approaches your IT support differently by seeking to prevent problems with your IT environment, not profiting off of solving them. If you want to feel like you have your own IT department without the outrageous cost, visit 513fixmypc.com. Superior Computer Services, defining excellence. Superior Computer Services approaches your IT support differently by seeking to prevent problems with your IT environment, not profiting off of solving them.
We are here in the top of the 9th inning where we're going to see Chris Hamilton go for the save here for the Hamilton Joes. So with him as the DH coming into the game, he's on the bump right here as he will kick and deal as the first pitch misses downstairs. Up at the plate is Sebastian Fabic. 1-0 the count. Fabic on the day. 1 for 3, couple of Ks. As this pitch will be in there for a called strike. And I got to tell you, for not throwing very often, he's got some velo. He's got a little jump out on that fastball.
Yeah, we saw him that one time up in Saginaw, I believe, is when we were super
Coffee, right?
super short. We saw them both.
Yeah,
we saw Coffee in the first game for the pitch, and then we saw Hamilton come in the second game. We were pretty low on bullpen arms and fielders there, but Hamilton came in. I think he just pitched a third of an inning. Gave up a couple hits, a hit maybe, and struck a guy out. But
that was when we got right before we got the battalion of fresh Joes.
Yeah, right before the wave of Hamilton boys came in.
Yeah, as this will be a walk. So runner on first base, nobody out. So now coming up to the plate will be Ryan Ferner. So Ferner will represent the tying run. Hamilton already looking into Hall as they're going to hustle down and already get someone warmed up.
They have Connor Bell rushing out to the bullpen with Marshall Rich if they choose to bring in the go-to late inning GI for the Joes so far.
So they are going to let Hammy at least face one more as he gets a ground ball right his way. He's going to go for the out at first as he slings one over to Griffin Dorson. That's a good play by Chris Hamilton. As that ball got hit kind of hard. He had a chance to turn two, but it came up on him pretty good. Hit off the heel of his glove, but he did a good job at delivering a dart over there to Griffin Dorsing for first out of the inning.
Yeah, great job recovering, but that's worst case scenario when you have your highest batting average on the team hitting over 370. Second batter hit one right back at him. He was able to knock it down and stay safe and get the out, but it's not what you like to see.
As there's going to be a check swing, and they're going to say, yes, he did. Clovis Lovelace.
Clovis coming through clutch.
Yes, it did. Clovis is the man.
Joe's favorite.
He's the broadcaster's favorite. As here comes the 0-1 as this ball is going to get past the catcher, Michael Hall. I think we fell in love with him when we realized his name sounds incredibly like a James Bond villain. Clovis Lovelace.
don't want to mess around with
Yeah.
with a man named Clovis Lovelace.
Got a volcano lair or something like that. As you're going to call that a pass ball on Michael Hall. So here comes the 1-1. This ball is going to be flared into right field as, oh my gosh, Chandler Miller makes an incredible play, but they still got to get the out at home as Tyler Thaman's just going to chuck it towards home. But what an incredible play by Chandler Miller as that ball flared and he lost it. And you could tell, like, right before he made a stab at it, he was looking up to find the ball. Like, he didn't keep eyes on it the entire time. He just saw over his head, turned around, put his head down, and ran, which was probably the right move because if he's looking at it, I don't think he gets to it in time. But at the last second, he looked up, made the play, and that was a beautiful job by Chandler Miller. But a run does score, but we're 2 outs here in the 9th inning, 1 out away from the Joes' 22nd win of the season.
And be big to not have to even use Connor Bell today and just get Chris Hamilton to finish this inning, as Connor Bell with only 2 days until the wild card game. And I don't know even if what kind of scenario it would be, but I'd imagine that any type of scenario he'd come in and pitch in that game.
So here comes the 1-1 as it's going to be blown by Griffin Bernardo. But don't expect to do that twice. Bernardo's a good hitter, one of the toughest outs in the league. Here comes the 1-2 to Bernardo. Hamilton goes to the slider. Misses upstairs, bringing the count to 2-2. 2-2 count here, 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. 4-3 our score. Joe's winning as they're looking for their 22nd win of the season. This ball is going to be hit hard into center field right at Sean McGinn, and that will do it. Chris Hamilton comes in, gets the obligatory save, and wins the game for the Hamilton Joes. As that was a good game all the way around for the Joes. A quick ball game. A lot of runs there in the first few innings, and we actually didn't see one run after the 3rd until that run that came across here in the 9th. So a lot of zeros up there, but it was a good job by the pitching staffs as we're going to see this team, both these teams play on Tuesday, a winner-take-all scenario.
Yeah, Joe's had a big 2nd inning, scored all their runs there. Griffin Dorsing started off with the double. He scored. McGeehan scored on a walk. Michael Hall had a huge 2 RBI single. He also came around to score. The Joes just did what they had to do in that inning in a game that didn't mean a whole lot, but just adding another win to that record and getting some momentum, maybe some confidence going into playing the same team in a few days in a huge wild card game.
Yeah, and that's Tuesday. That's going to be at Western Hills High School, and that's going to we've done a lot there. Me and Zach will both be on that call, and it's winner-take-all scenario. If they win that game, then we'll play a 3-game series against the Southern Ohio Copperheads to try and get into the championship. But I think that does it for us here tonight at Foundation Field. The Joes win 4-3 in the regular season finale. And we just want to say thank you for everyone that's listened all season long. We really do appreciate it. I know we get off track a lot, and I know we have a tendency to just really baseball comes second sometimes when we're calling the game, but we really do appreciate it. You made for a heck of a summer. We're going to try and keep it going this Tuesday, so me and Zach will be on that call. I'm Reid Maus, joined along here with Zach Verdea and AJ Schraffenberger. The Joe's got to go, so do I, and as the old left-hander said, I'm rounding 3rd, heading for home. Thank you for listening to your